Stay with us. We're going to get you to the latest from the Philippines, where, in fact, this typhoon continues to bear down. It is beyond what would be the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane in the United States. This is one of the strongest typhoons that weather meteorologists have ever seen. Rebecca Stevenson will join us with the latest, and we'll talk to somebody live from the Philippines about what it feels like to be in the middle of the storm. That's next. We want to bring you up to date now on what is shaping up as the most powerful storm of the year. You're looking at the live radar of Typhoon Haiyan, which is roaring through the Philippines right now. The U.S. Navy says that wind gusts earlier were measured at as high as 235 miles per hour. That would make this storm even more powerful than a Category 5 hurricane. The people most at risk at this hour live in the central Philippines, in and around the city of Tacloban. That city is getting a direct hit, and it has more than 200,000 people. Joining us via phone to discuss the storm is Joe Curry of Catholic Relief Services. Mr. Curry is in Bohol, Philippines. Joe, what are you seeing right now? What are you hearing about what the damage has been like so far?
Well, we know that the typhoon has made landfall in Leyte. We don't have word yet because the phone lines are down, but we can expect that this is catastrophic for Leyte. There are about 1.5 million people on the island. This will hit the main provincial capital of Tacloban, but also the rural areas along the coast, which are very low-lying. There's also mountains that are highly prone to landslides. And as soon as this passes through Leyte, it's going to proceed. It's going to go through several different islands. It's going to maintain its strength, and there's a lot of concern about how to access these populations when the storm passes.
And we're talking with Joe Curry of Catholic Relief Services. And Joe, we're looking at some video that just came in from one of the agencies that was shot earlier today, and you can see the strong winds and the flooding there. This particular part of the Philippines, Leyte, it was struck by an earthquake just a few weeks ago, so it doesn't have a lot of solid infrastructure to begin with, right?
Yes, actually, the earthquake was in Bohol, which is just south of the eye of the storm. There's a lot of concern about rainfall. This is expected to bring 6 to 12 inches of rain with it across the band. In Bohol, in the island, we have about 360,000 people who were displaced because of the earthquake 3 weeks ago. This was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake. It left about 69,000 houses destroyed. The government is working on mass evacuations, but the difficulty is where to put people. People are trying to find structures that are strong enough to withstand the storm and are also safe.
In other words, 300,000 people that were displaced that essentially are on their own as this, what would be the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane in the United States, as this monster typhoon hits them.
Yes, that's right. In fact, yesterday there were tremors in many of these areas. People are still scared. They've been living outside for 3 weeks because they're afraid to go back to their homes. A lot of the homes have a lot of damage. So it's one on top of the other, and it can be quite catastrophic.
Joe Curry of Catholic Relief Services in the Philippines. Joe, thanks for providing us with that latest information from Bohol, the Philippines. Thank you.